G'day legends, my name's JaWoodle and welcome back to the new 3.0 update for 7 Days to Die, where I'm back because I've heard a rumor that there is something really cool. I actually immediately ran away from where I needed to be. I was gonna go build a new one, but this is what I've been using as my go-to base defense for a long time. Scaffold ladders. They can be reached through, they can be attacked through, they can be looted through. They can do basically everything you need to want to be able to do with it, unless you manage to hit the rung. You hit that, it blocks your attack, but you can do everything else through it, and it's absolutely perfect. But I've been told that apparently there's a block that could do all of those things and more, but I'm really curious to see how it's going to stack up. I don't know what its actual name is. All I know is that it's a railing of some kind. So as soon as I find it, I'll tell you. I'm not going to bury the lead. Well, now I'm not sure which one it is. All I was told is it's a broken railing, and railing broke sounds about right. But there's also like these ones, and by looks of them, they could, either one of these could be actually pretty useful. So like with the scaff ladders, obviously you can attack and reach through and do all that kind of stuff through, but it also protects you from almost all cop vomit and vulture vomit as well. The hitbox has to be so precisely in the perfect dead center of the block to get through that 99 times out of 100, it gets protected and doesn't get through to you anyway. So that's what I'm most curious about. And this has a lot more real estate in the middle of the block that I think might actually stop more attacks. That's a lot of room to swing through too. Okay, well, if I'm going to test this properly, I'm going to need to build just like a bold stock killing corridor base, nothing special, just some way to just replicate how the zombie's going to act on horde nights. Nice and easy, nice and quick, and we'll see what we can do. I always love making videos like this because I know every time I do something like this, there's always comments of people being like, don't tell the devs about the block that I use all the time. I'm exposing people's secrets every time, which, well, I'm sorry about that. These things happen, but listen, you know, more people could use it, more people can enjoy it, and then eventually it'll likely get taken away. That's just the ebb and flow of 7 days. It's just how it is. But I am a little bit sorry. I do give you some apologies for ruining your best kept secret. Shining a spotlight on what you've been doing. All your cheeky business. I was putting the blocks I want to test over to the side. I just had a really dumb idea that I think would be pretty funny. I mean, we need to know which ones work and which ones don't. I'm pretty sure there's like, are there like ticks? Oh, here we go. So that can be bad. And then if it's good, what can we use for good? We use exclamation marks. So not upside down. There was no good green. So purple being the best color. Purple means good, red means bad. We're working with what we got. It's kind of wild that we still don't have like a proper black, a proper green, like the nice colors, the nice clean colors. We're still lacking so many. I mean, look at all the space for extra textures and things we could have. There's so much room for expansion. But doesn't matter. Not talking about painting right now. We're talking about horde bases. I'm going to chuck in these broken railings first. I mean, they look fine for now. I'll test to see if I can like punch through and hit zombies on the other side, but maybe a better orientation might be a little bit better. Oh, yeah, okay, so there's a gap there, but it's, I mean, it's doable, but it's not as good as the scaff ladder, not even close. Yeah, and then, I mean, look, even with it being rotated, the long little, like, broken doodles of it are sticking out right at head height, right? That's the worst possible result for that. So, I'm immediately gonna call it no tick, only X, broken railings bad. In the same kind of vein though, there are, I mean, I'll test those other railings too, but there are other broken pieces of whatever. One of those might have some unique like set of circumstances that makes it really, really good. Like you, for example, there's not a whole lot going on with you. Oh, and that one as well. Like these picket fences or you, oh my goodness, there's so many options. There's so many options. Let's try you then. Something about you is speaking to me that I reckon I'll be able to get through there though. Like if I go like you, and I stack them on top, then it's still gonna be protecting you, but if I flip you upside down maybe, it might be a little bit better. It looked better. It looks better in the catalog. Ooh, then I think it's gonna be in real life. Can you get through there? Yes, okay, never mind. This is the picket fence broken 4, and annoyingly, I can't get it to match. If I could like just invert this so it matched the other side or vice versa, I think this side has more potential. Because at the moment, I mean, there's a nice little gap. Oh, actually, no. That side's probably better then. Because I can head height, I reckon that's going to do a better job. But it means I have to build this yuck, non-symmetrical nonsense out the front of it, which is no one's idea of a good time. Owls, come over, give us a go, please. you do get stuck, and more annoyingly, right before you did, you just shoved your head straight to that nice little gap there. Which, so you are getting blocked. So maybe the upside down version was the better one. I mean, yeah, that's pretty bloody good. She's right in the middle of it, and having no issues getting punched. That's easier to use, I suppose, than some of the blocks. And I think it's better than the scaff lads, but it's also uglier than the scaff lads as well. Look at that. Nice and symmetrical and uniform and wonderful. And then this gobbledygook of nonsense. Yuck. I mean, it's better than the broken railing was, but it's not blowing my mind. Wait, look at you. I was going through the broken ladders, because obviously ladders are so good, but I mean, maybe it wasn't. I went to the railings, not the baluster. Baluster rail broken too. That looks like a ladder with a nice big hole in the middle of it. And hopefully it'll also stop the like when the zombies start crawling, can get pushed through on the scaff ladders, which is a rare problem, but it still happens sometimes. Maybe you might be the thing. Can I get you? Oh, rotated in a nice way. You're a little bit chunkier, you're a little bit thicker than what the scaff ladders are, but that might not be a terrible thing. And in fact, actually, immediately, I mean, if they do have a thicker side, then wouldn't you want the thicker side to be up on the outside? So they're like, like that. So like, as the zombies are running towards you, you have all this real estate, the max amount of real estate where their heads are going to be. Oh, I get it now. I'll put the scaff ladders next to you so I can like compare the pair, but that looks like it has a lot more potential than the other ones did. Given that I'm not really testing the scaff ladders right now, I'm going to get rid of the blocks leading up to it and to see, I mean, first things first, can I swing through it? Well, you go a little bit high and you start to clip it, a little bit low you start to clip it, but that's the same. Actually, so look at that. Thank God I did the side by side, never would have noticed. I mean, it may not seem like a lot, but to me, an inch is a ginormous measurement. That's a full inch on top to bottom. So 2 full inches, outrageously huge, of extra real estate in the middle to punch through. Look at that. So like, rather than like the window being about this big, it's now this big, except for that little barrier there. So immediately, I think it's got a bigger little window for you. Come down here. How you going, Owls? I mean, yeah, that's, wow. Okay, I will try some other zombies because I think Arlene's head height is pretty normal. But what about like some of the bigger ones? Like if I get like a couple of bikers maybe, so the taller head has always been a problem. It's still a little bit finicky there, but not any worse. In fact, that is better. That is better than the scaff floods and actually hit at head height. And that gives me an idea. In that case, if I flip you around so that little doodle bit is down on the bottom where I don't need to punch as much, then the entire head height of both sizes of zombies are going to be hittable. Ooh, okay. We might be onto something here. Yeah, so like that. So this whole region up the top here is now open for business. I'm going to chuck in some red blocks up the top so the zombies can't get over the top again because that's just annoying for my testing. But I like the way this is shaping up. This has a lot of good signs. Got some bikers coming in. Oh, it's right on the cusp of this. Absolutely better. Look where that bar would be. Right across the top of the biker's head. So I have to aim kind of at the nose, but still should count as a headshot. Oh my goodness. This might be it. This might be the new god block. This might be the new best block in the game. For specifically this, but that's way better. Way better for Milo than the scaff lads are. Holy shit, I was right. Right at the end there, right, I was killing the last biker zombie. I was like, hang on. He wasn't doing anything. He wasn't attacking the block anymore. They swing at other zombies, but you can like mitigate that by putting zombie droppers or something in. He's not attacking. Holy shit. He's not attacking this block at all. He doesn't see this as an obstruction. With the scaff lads, he'd be punching the blocks and they do damage over time. This is better. If this defends you against cop vomit, fuck it. Even if it doesn't protect it, this is a way better thing to have than cop vomit protection. You can dodge cop vomit, you can duck across the side and let, you know, shoot down the range if you need to and be protected. But this, he's doing nothing. He's doing nothing at all. I'll get another couple of bikers in, get their attention up here, because I want to see what happens if there's more of them, but he's been here a long time and he's not doing anything. Is it this specific orientation that makes that happen, or what? Yeah, so he's stuck behind the biker who's swinging at the biker himself, not the block. Are you doing any damage to it? Oh, no, he's just hitting the biker. Oh my goodness. Oh, no way. That's too good. Holy shit. That's so much better than I thought it was going to be. Oh my goodness. Yeah, remember what I was saying before about how I'm absolutely going to be ruining someone's day because I'm showing off their secret block that they've been hoarding to themselves all this time? Sorry. Sorry. That's too good not to, though. So I think it's going to be in that specific orientation. So on the far side of the block with a little doodle down the bottom right gives the most amount of headshot damage and apparently breaks their AI. I don't know. I don't even need to bother testing these ones now. Like, there's no way that you can be better than that. Even if you have better hitboxing, which I can tell already that you don't, because there's got to be like things in head height way anyway. I'm staggered. I'm staggered at how good that has ended up. I'm going to very quickly just chuck down a little like plinth over here so I can test out the cop vomit stuff. But man, there has to be an out and out disaster from here to make this anything other than incredible. You know, it's kind of funny as well. You can tell how good it is. You can tell how much I like it because I'm not even fussed. I'm not even fussed by it being slightly asymmetrical. I mean, look, symmetry is everything. Symmetricality is like the backbone of every good horde base, but if it works this well, it's not that ugly. It's not as atrocious as this broken railing was. That would have pissed me off to no end, but this is fine. From distance, it looks fine. It's got a nice pattern to it. It's not quite symmetrical, but I'm willing to deal. Sometimes ugly is better. All right, so you got me over there. I'm going to put in a couple of coppers just in front. Let's go like 5. Let's go radiators. Let's get a whole bunch of them coming in all at the same time. Oh, okay. Okay, there is a downside. There is a downside. It does not protect you from cop vomit. I need to double check if the scaff fighters still do. They may not anymore, but those vomits just went straight through, barely even blinking. We'll try again with just some regulars. Wanna come over here, please? How was your kebab last night? I feel like I need to see it. There we go. Straight through. Straight through. Not one of those hit the grill and stopped. So there is a downside, but I still think it's too good. So just the same test again. We'll get the radiators again because that's what I tested first. It's just a bunch of scaff fighters now. We've tried this before. Does it still work the same? Yeah, okay. Okay. So in one particular instance, scaff fighter still has the drop on it, but I mean, if you had some... I'm literally floored by how good it is. If you had something... That may be the worst joke I've ever told, and that is saying something. If you have something like this, where you have like the main zombie area here, and in fact you could combine this with like a zombie dropper to really make sure there's only one zombie at the front at a time, which I think used the pillar half thing, whatever it was. Yeah, it was this one. The pillar 05 half side centered. We're getting some real obscure blocks into the mix now. Remember what it used to just be, like wedge tips and then upside down wedge tips or half blocks or whatever it used to be? We've gone through a lot. Gone through a lot of different instances. Yeah, and there's chuck you like that, so there's only room for one zombie to stand at the front at any one time. Then you can have, so like this. I've got the scaff ladders there to protect me against the cop vomit, which is fine. I've got a zombie dropper there to, if there's more than one zombie at the front, then they're not going to get stacked up anyway. But even if one zombie does make it across, see, look at this. They're vomiting. I can sit here happily. You just took a swing. I didn't like that, but now you're back in your stuck animation. The ones behind you can't do shit. Yours got to block all the cop vomit coming through. I mean, I'm too close to the ground. I know that. They're going to be doing their attack everything mode, but if you put this up off the ground a little bit further, up on the side of a building or whatever, the 14 blocks up to avoid destroy everything, you can basically just AFK this shit. This would be so good for like a screamer base or something like that. Like you have your main survival base, have this to lure the screamers to, so you can come and murder him if you feel like it. But otherwise, you've got the cop protection. G'day, Owls, how are ya? You're taking swings. Why are you taking swings? Hang on, you're not supposed to be doing that. That went straight through. That we know that though. So is it the smaller zombies only that decide to take swings and stuff? You out of the way. You out of the way. I need a biker back. What was Arlene getting uppity about that? Maybe I was using the wrong block this whole time. Maybe because it was that nice little thin pillar that we're getting a little bit weird about it. I'll go back to the half pole, which should work the same way. There's still only a half a thing with a nice full block gap in between for the zombies to fall down. We'll try that one. Now it's still a thing just with Arles. She does take swings at the block. I mean, admittedly not very much, but she's definitely trying more than the bikers do. Get you out of the way. Biker comes across, and the bigger bikers just kind of stare at it. Which, I mean, okay, nullifying half of the zombies is still pretty bloody good. What about some of like the other bigger guys? What about like the Demolisher? That's something I hadn't really had a look at yet. Where does your head lie? Because you're the biggest of the big. Your nickname is Horse for a... Nice job, idiot. For a good reason. We've got a couple more. You got to make it across the span. There we go. He's made it across. He's jumping. He's wiggling. And he's not doing anything else. Okay. I see this as an absolute win. Yeah, okay, so some of the weaker zombies, the smaller zombies, are going to still take swings here and there. But you're at a really good height. Your head's actually poking through that railing, so I can get easy headshots on you still. You're not getting blocked out like you would do on the scaff ladders. I think it's something to do with the actual layout of the block itself. So see how with the scaff ladders, the bars, like the rungs are right at the front of the block space, but with this, the rungs are indented back a little bit. So there's actually like more ground here for them to stand on, so they're inside the block before they get there, which means their heads poke through. I think that tiny little inch or two, that ginormous inch or two, is what's making the difference. I'm gonna test some of these other ones to see if maybe it was just an Arlene thing. Have they given Arlene special powers? Have we ruined Arlene's reputation now that devs have gone in and specifically given Arlene, because it's usually the zombie we're testing with, abilities that no other zombie has? Because this is Darlene. She's got the D and now she's not doing the things that Arlene does anymore. Get rid of you. I want Stripper Titties to try it in... come on, Stripper Titties. To try it instead. We'll get a few more. You go away. I don't know where the other Darlene's gone. She's in the gaggle of girls down there. You out of the way. Make the gap. Nice. Good. Oh! I ruined it. I ruined it. I finally got the test. So she's having a little bit of a time, but nowhere near like what Arlene did. So is this just specific to Arles then? Because they're not attacking either. Why is Arlene different? I mean, I was joking about, you know, them giving Arlene special powers. That's not a thing. All zombies work on the same AI, on the same thinking mechanism. So why does Arlene get across? And she's the only one that attacks. That is so strange. Is it because maybe her character model is smaller again? So she thinks she can get through, she's getting stuck, she's trying to crawl? That is wild. That is wild. There is a discernible difference between just zombie types. I'll also test the animals as well to see what they're doing. Direwolves first, straight across the gap. Are you attacking? Okay, you're attacking the blocks. Okay, so the Direwolves and Arlene share some same brain power. We'll test the zombie bear as well. G'day, big dog. Okay, see you later. You didn't attack anything though. You just slipped through the cracks. We'll try again. Stick the landing this time, please. Well, he's just too big. He's just too big to play the game. He's just slotting through. But at no point is he doing any damage. Nice. We'll test the zombie dogs as well. G'day, pups. Straight across. You had a gobble. Yeah, but you do attack. Okay. I mean, what? That's three zombie types that can do attacks. The rest of them just kind of stand there looking at you. That is a ratio I can live with. It shouldn't be any different, but it is a question I get asked a lot about how the spider zombies will react to this. He made it across the gap. And he does take swings. So maybe it is just a size thing. Maybe this base is a size king, and if you're too small, then it pisses you off. But he was definitely having a bit of a time with that. It wasn't nearly as smooth as Arlene was. All right, yeah, no, go back to the start, please, and to see you again. He does get stuck, like up on the top sometimes, but not too badly. But you're not attacking the same way that Arlene did. You're still trying to make the run. And then you pop up there. I mean, you're in a pretty good spot for headshots with machetes and stuff anyway, so that's That's fine. I don't think he's attacking the same way Arlene did. That's manageable. The last one I'll test will be the Screamer, because, I mean, the Screamer's going to be attacking your base. I want to see if she will stand there and not swing, because if you nullify the Screamers till you're ready to go and deal with them, there's no hazard with her anymore, which is bloody sick. Give me a couple of ranches, though, because can the bees go through? And vultures as well, actually. We'll test the vultures, too. You want to spit? There you go. Give me the insects. Yep, bees get through. Bees get through, that's fine. Got a couple of birds. Should be mad enough at me. They come down. They still can't get through, but they are attacking, but yeah, that's all right. They did that anyway. That's no surprise. Actually, this is testing something else I didn't think about. So this is vultures attacking down, and I do currently have zombie digging off. That was a question I had from the underground base, if vultures could still attack down. Yes, they can. All right, last but not least, a couple of feral screamers. Yeah, you can moan and groan all you want. That's not what I'm interested in. How do you go when you get to the railings? You act like an Arlene. Oh. I mean, a little bit, but what are you doing? But not really. You took that one swing when you got there, and you haven't had a tickle since. This is... I still think I want to like combine it with the scaff ladders, so I have the protection I can shoot through against cop vomit rather than just a wall. I can duck over here and I can start taking shots at whoever's trying to shoot me. But this is the actual barricade for like the zombie bases. That's hard to beat. I can't imagine there's anything better than this. That is so good. Which means though, I'm gonna leave this episode here. I can't think of any other way to test it. I think it's proved its point pretty bloody well. I don't know if it's actively better than scaff ladders. I think it's like horses for courses. Scaff ladder still has its place. So does what do you call it again? So does the baluster rail broken too. Doesn't roll off the tongue quite as nicely as scaff ladders, but it does do a bang up job. I'll probably end up running a combination just like this, have scaff ladders for protection and the baluster rail broken too. That was, yeah, baluster rail broken too, got it in one. For zombie protection, so I'm not sure if there's a new king, a new god tier block, an equal god tier block maybe. I'm not sure if it's better, but it's definitely on par. You are going to be part of my everyday rotation until you hopefully never, ever, ever, ever get patched out. That's so good. That's so good. So I'm going to leave this episode here and come back to try and find other ways to have fun in 7 days in another episode, because this episode is done. So thank you guys for watching. Most of all, thank you to the pages of the Patreon who made this episode possible. If you liked it, make sure you hit the like button down below and subscribe to this channel. Follow me on whatever. If I don't talk to you there first, I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good one.